Hey guys, this is Ajmal. I'm your host at the Impresario channel. Today we have Patrick Osman. So welcome Patrick.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
Yeah, good. So when I called you for this interview, you told me you wanted to talk about entrepreneurship and the importance of sales. So which is a very interesting topic because a lot of people, including me, a lot of people had this very different notion towards sales.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, salespeople, man. Like,
Oh,
I don't want
stay
to.
away from them.
I don't.
We're gonna eat you.
I don't want to get into that job, sort of thing. But then, I started following a podcast from Patrick David. I'm sure you know him.
Yep.
So that's when I came to know about the importance of sales. So it's
Yep.
pretty exciting to learn a lot from you in this. So welcome again.
Thank you.
So why this topic?
I love it. I love it. It's been my passion ever since I got involved in business. Entrepreneurship has been a passion of mine ever since I was a child. Right. I always liked working for something, and even during school, I would import phones from China and sell them to the kids in school, and we did some awesome stuff. Even though I got scammed by some guy in Africa on eBay, and I'm still looking for you, brother. But anyway. So entrepreneurship has always been in me. I never knew that I was passionate about it. I became passionate about sales in my first job. I was about 19 and I was at the Australian Institute of Fitness, and then I realised, hey, I'm a pretty good salesman. So became a salesman, and now I'm a sales trainer.
Cool. Also, you already described a few things about you, but before all of this, what did you do? Where did you study? Where are you from? You've also written a book, so can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. My first job ever was at Pizza Hut.
Really?
Yeah, my first job ever was at Pizza Hut, and I remember what my boss said to me. Right, one day, I'm a perfectionist. I like making things perfect, right? Anyways, long story short, so I was making a pizza one day, and then I was putting all the toppings on and stuff like that. So then I grabbed the pizza and I'm about to put it in the oven. The owner comes, and the owner says, "Hey, come here." I was like, "What, dude?" He's like, do you work at a pizza shop or a cake shop? I was like, "Pizza shop." He said, No, go to the front of the building and read the sign. I go, "Dude, it says Pizza Hut." He said, "Go to the front." All right. So I go to the front, and then it said Pizza Hut, Wing Street, I don't know what. I said Pizza Hut, Wing Street, and then I told him the address. He said, "It didn't say a cake shop, did it?" I said, "No." He said, "So why are you making cakes and not pizzas?" I said, "How is that a cake?" He said, "Look at the amount of toppings you have on that. Take half the toppings off, you can make another pizza with that." And then it was that day that I realized what is cutting costs and financial efficiency, you know?
So you learned it from pizza.
I learned it from pizza. And anyways, after that, I just didn't show up to work because I just didn't want to go there ever again. After that, I got into sales from a young age. I went to university first. I went to university for about a year and a half, and I realized university was not for me, man. I didn't enjoy it, dude. It's not for everyone. Some people are academics, some people are not. I've written a book, but I'm not an academic. My father is an academic. He's a mechanical engineer, and he really appreciates and respects academia. Whereas I'm like, show me the cash, baby. Show me the cash, baby. You know, I can't pay the electricity bill with my university degree. So I left university a year and a half in, and then I got into sales at the Australian Institute of Fitness. From there, I started my own business, selling surveillance cameras for about 2 years. And then from there, I went into the stockbroking industry. I was into the stockbroking industry for about two years. And
Which year was this? When did you first start? Which year did you start?
2.5 years I was there.
Which year did you start into the fitness industry? You started.
I
your
was
first year?
19. Now I'm 26. So do the math. 7 years ago, and then I was there for about a year and a half. Left there, worked in corporate surveillance, my surveillance company, for about 2.5 years, and then from there I went to 3 years, and then from there I went to the stockbroking industry for about 2.5 years.
So now you're still doing it, or now?
No, and then from there I left. I wrote my book, and I started my own sales training and motivational speaking company.
Okay. What is it called?
The Sales Training Academy.
Sales Training Academy. Okay. So is it based in Dubai, or where is it from?
I'm worldwide. I don't even have a bed. You know what really frustrates me? I just recently bought an amazing blue Mercedes. I don't know if you've seen it on social media, and I absolutely love it. I've got a sick number plate. It says Closer. It's absolutely awesome. I've driven it like 5 times because I'm never home. It's so frustrating, dude. It's just, you know.
Because it's very difficult to judge where you're from, because some days you're in somewhere and some days you're in Australia. I'm like, okay, where is this guy from? And some days I see you at events here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No, I've done a few events here in Dubai. Yeah, no, I love the UAE market.
So when did you realize that sales is your passion? Like, actually,
I was 19, and at the institute, I realized that I love selling to. I love selling to people. And what's funny is that I have simplified what selling is. Look, I've made it so I will make you the best salesperson. Give me 2 hours. We'll have a sit down. I will make you the best salesperson. Really easy. Whether you can speak or whether you can't speak. Really easy. Because I just use logic. It's logic. Like, for example, if I owned a phone store, you walked into my phone store and you said, Pat, how much is this phone? You've done 50% of my job for me. You've done the research, or probably 60% would have. You probably know more about this phone than I do. Really simple. You've done half my job, dude. You come in, you've asked me for this. You've asked me. So you're interested. So it's up to me now to say to you, all I need to do right now is to sell this phone back to you by you selling it to yourself. That's it. That's it, dude. And what do I mean by that? If you come and ask me what the price of this phone is, I'll give you what you want. I'll give you the price. See, a lot of salespeople, they deflect the price, they push it away. But why would someone buy from you if you're pushing it away? You get it? So if you come and say, how much is this? I'll say, listen, this price is X, Y, Z. But more importantly, why is it that you want it? I'll turn that back on you and I'll make you tell me why you walk through my doors.
Okay. You show how you add value to my needs. Is that what you mean?
Through you saying it.
Yeah.
I'll make you sell the phone to yourself through your words, but I'll ask you questions to make you sell yourself.
Okay, that's brilliant.
It's amazing. I've made so much money from it. You know?
Okay, so I also wanted to ask you, when you did the first event, there were 4 categories, like there were 4 characters. Can you explain that again?
Yeah.
In terms of sales, customers.
Yeah. So that was, I don't know if you know what DISC personality profiling is.
Okay.
So basically, DISC personality profiling is a personality or behavioral analysis, basically. Okay, that I've been using all my life, and I am a certified DISC trainer, so legally I can talk about this. Basically, you've got 4 personality types. You've got the D, which is very, very direct, very, very driven. They know what they want. They're task orientated. Okay, and they're very, very driven, right? And then you have they're extroverts as well. And then you have an I, who's an influencer, very, very excited, a lot of personality, tends to not think on their feet, and just make impulsive decisions. Very, very excited. Usually the main party animal of the room. These guys love people, love having fun, good energy, good vibes. They're very, very people orientated, not task orientated, but they're extroverts. And then you have an S, someone who's very, very sensitive. These people, you want to take your time with them. They're not a fan of change. They like to take their time. They're introverts. They're people orientated. They're very, very loyal, very, very trustworthy. They really enjoy a relationship and a friend, and it's quite difficult for them to deal with confrontation. And the 4th personality type is someone who is a C, very, very conscientious. These individuals, they know your contract better than your lawyer. You know, these people are very, very detailed, very, very analytical. They are task orientated opposed to people orientated, and they are introverted but task orientated. So they're very, very logical with the way they make their decisions.
So when you say you're a sales expert, so how long did it take to master these skills?
Oh, no, it's taken me a while. It wasn't overnight. No, it's taken me a while.
So did you have any mentors in this process?
In my book, I've made a few mentions to Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Simon Sinek, absolute genius. Absolutely love Simon. He's amazing, that guy. His perspective towards the way he sees things is unbelievable. So logical, but at the same time, he has the fundamentals of emotion behind him, which drives him, and I really respect and admire that. I think he's a communicational genius, and my father. My father is a massive mentor of mine. He's basically my why. You know, my father and my mum, they really
drive you
big time. They're the gas in my car.
Okay, that's great. That's great to know. Family drives.
Oh, 100%.
So do you have any difficult sale that you've closed, like you put in a lot of effort and it finally closed, or is there a failure story like you put in a lot of effort but it didn't close?
I think there's a lot of stories. Any salesperson,
both success or failure.
Any salesperson has stories of many failures. I mean, the only way you become successful is if you fail. You know, I'll answer your question, but let me just divert for 2 seconds. When I used to run the Australian Stock Report, I used to tell all my sales reps, I used to say to them, the first person to get 100 no's on the phone will get $200 from me.
Wow.
So what does that mean? That means that you need to make 100. You need to connect to 100 people, and you need to connect to 200 people, or 150 people. So then 100 people say no, but little did they were like, oh, what an idiot. That's easy. Little did they know that I never paid them $200 because someone always made a sale before the 100th no. You know, and it's all about persistence and consistency with the way you pitch. So you need to fail before you succeed, and that's standard, you know, because the market will never come and give you gold on a platter. But if I was to give you a story as to a solid failure of mine, once it was I really don't think this was a failure. I think it was a success. Once, right? It was a Sunday, right? My work was from Monday to Friday. I believe in doing anything possible to make sure that you succeed. So I went out to a client on Sunday, right? Sorry, guys, in Australia, Sunday is a weekend. So I went out. It was a retail shop. She sold chicken. I was working on her for about 3 weeks, and she said, "Pat, I just can't justify 15,000. I can't." I said, "Just give it a shot. Let's just do business. Come on, trust me. When the cameras are in here, you're gonna absolutely love it." Right? And she said, "Pat, you're just such a nice guy. Look, can I just think about it? Can I just?"
You keep going.
Can I just think about it? Can I just give me some time? I said, look, I don't want to put pressure. I said, like, let's rest. Let's have a break, and I'll come back next week. I came back next week, pulled out the contract. She starts laughing when she saw me because I made her laugh. You need to make people laugh. And she's writing the contract, and I could see that she was unhappy. I said, Sarah, stop. Why? I got a feeling that you're unhappy. What's wrong? She goes, Pat, 15,000 for this small business is just too much. I said, are you uncomfortable with the decision? She said, yes. I said, okay, rip it up. She said, huh? I said, rip it up. She said, I said, rip it up. I don't want to take your money. I want you to be happy. She said, really? I said, yeah. So she ripped up the contract. She gave me 3 referrals worth 330,000.
Shit, wow.
And what got me there was my honesty. So I did fail in that deal, but honesty got me that 330. And it's not about the 330, it's about taking care of people. And I believe that honesty is the best marketing strategy. Gary Vee has said that, and it's the truth.
The next question I would like to ask is, you've started LinkedIn videos now. So how important do you think right now social media is in terms of sales?
Well, the thing is, social media marketing is so important. You can connect to the world in 1 second with social media marketing. It's unbelievable. When I wrote my book 3 years ago, it really exposed me to the world in a heartbeat. I mean, I got a call from Miami in like 1 month, dude. You know what I mean? I got a call from Miami in 1 month, so it was pretty outstanding.
How did you get that?
I posted my book, and then people on social media saw it on my Facebook, and they're like, "What the hell? Wow, this is crazy. We have an event in Miami. Please, Patrick, we'd love to fly you down and you do a motivational speech for us." I'm like, "Yep, more than happy to do that." So that was that, and here we are today. So social media marketing definitely got me to where I am. It definitely assisted a lot, you know, with the growth of my performance. And this microphone is really frustrating me as well.
Let me fix that for you. That's fine. Yeah.
No, hold on, wait. You're gonna edit this, yeah?
No, I'll just run it. It's fine. We'll be honest.
You know what? I was gonna say let's edit it because now we're wasting time on this microphone. It's just really frustrating me, dude. It's gonna happen again, isn't it? Wait, let me just try and get in there. I'll just try. Alright, no. Okay,
Yep,
we're
we
in.
need to go. So talking about entrepreneurship. So
Okay.
I think UAE right now has become like a startup hub, you
Yeah.
could say.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the most important thing when you want to jump into entrepreneurship?
You need to accept the fact that you're going to fail. It is so important that you accept the fact that you're going to fail. Keep an eye on this microphone because it's going to frustrate me. Accept the fact that you're going to fail, number one. Understand that work is unlimited. There is no such thing as the days of the week. Okay, guys, if you ever have a pen and paper, if you don't have one, get one right now and write these down. It's important to accept the fact that you will fail. Your friends are not your friends. They don't care about you. They care about themselves. Okay. At the end of each and every single day, you should be going to sleep thinking about your goals and waking up thinking about your goals. You need to make sure that you're persistent in what it is that you do. See, in my book, Your Life, Your Business, I say that you need to be influenced by your imagination and not your surroundings. I was in a situation throughout my career where my parents were not supportive of what I wanted to do. My dad's an academic. He's like, dude, go to university. You're embarrassing the family. You don't deserve the family name. You know, they weren't supportive initially during my decisions, but now my dad walks around saying, hey, have you seen my son's book? And it's like, hey, dude, you can't say that. I remember what you used to say. You know what I mean?
But he's absolutely proud of you now.
Of course, you know, but the intention was always positive. It's just that the route that he thought was right wasn't. So I believe that you need to be influenced by your imagination, not your surroundings. If I was influenced by my surroundings and accepted all the negativity around me, then I would have stopped. But I just stayed focused on what it is that I wanted. So whatever it is that you want, you need to make sure that you're focused and you know where you're going. And don't let anyone stop you. Just keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. You are not smarter than science. The universe will provide you. It's really simple. The law of attraction works. It doesn't work if you sit on the couch and thinking about losing weight and eat the cheeseburger, but it does work if you're thinking about losing weight and then you get up and go to lose weight. It works, dude. So definitely I believe in persistence, consistency, and push through the hard times.
Moving ahead, so how do you think a startup should budget their sales and marketing?
Let me share with you how I started my business. It really depends what business you're starting up. I mean, really, is it a service-based business? Your costs are going to be low because you're the cost. Is it an operational-based business, a product-based business? Your costs are going to be high. So it really depends on what industry you're in. Whatever industry you're in, step number one: don't overorder stock. Do not, like, you're a startup, dude. You need to test the waters and find out exactly which product moves first. Right? If it's one product or it's an innovative idea, you need to make sure that you know how to drive it and if the market responds well to it, because there's no point in investing so much into one idea and then the market doesn't respond to it and then you're negative $200,000 now. There's no point. So what you need to do is make sure that you test the waters with your product or your innovative idea. Get in front of investors, you know, and see what they say, you know. But to answer your question, I'd invest majority of my money in marketing. 100%, at least 70%, minimum. Step number one: don't pay yourself. Do not pay yourself. You don't accept the wage, and none of your team members accept the wage. Everyone should get equity, negotiable equity, okay, because that will give them more drive. And number two, I would not overorder stock and not invest too much in operations, okay. I'd invest the bare minimum to make sure that you got the right product. And number three, majority of your capital should go into marketing to make sure you find out if your product is the right idea. However, you want to market accordingly. So you want to make sure that when you're marketing, you're segmenting the right way. You don't put everything that you have into one strategy. No, there's 1,000 different marketing strategies, and you need to test the water. You know, maybe split testing, stuff like that. I don't know.
All right. So I also wanted to ask, how do you handle your stress? You've been like traveling, you have family back home, you're constantly doing events, you're flying out. So how do you handle all the stress and at the same time, you know, maintain your work-life balance?
I watch Disney movies. I'm being serious.
I've seen your post. I've seen your Facebook post. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Disney movies. I'm very Walt Disney is one of my mentors. All my life, he's influenced me, and I love his story. And Walt Disney once said that Disneyland will never be complete as long as imagination exists, and that's always driven me.
That's really powerful.
It just gave me goosebumps right now, dude. Like again, and it's really influenced me, and ever since a young age, I've just loved, his vision. And believe it or not, when I was in LA, I actually went to the cemetery and visited his grave.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. Like everyone's like, what? No one even thinks of that. I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like with him. But yeah, I watch a lot of Disney to chill out. I enjoy. I play the guitar. I enjoy having a bit of a strum, and I guess I just don't stop working. To be quite honest, I love it, dude. Work's my passion. Entrepreneurship is my passion. I write articles in my spare time. I make motivational videos. It's just like
I've seen that.
You know what I mean? I just love it.
So what is that single event, like that single event that changed your mindset completely? Like enough. I'm not gonna be playing around. That's it.
What do you mean? I'm not gonna be playing around?
Like we all had our fun days, right? So you said everything changed when you were 19. So what was that one event which changed it?
The thing is, see, I'm 26, so everyone's fun days usually come to an end now, whereas my fun days came to an end when I was about 17. So that means they started at 13. So between 13 and 17, I had some extremely fun days. And what I mean by that, dude, once I had jigged school. I was 14. I'd left school, and we caught the bus in the morning, and I knew that my parents had gone out. And believe it or not, I had driven my mum's car illegally.
You were 17.
14.
14. Oh wow.
I'd driven my mum's car, picked up my friends from the bus station, and then we drove home, and they were freaking out. Everyone was freaking out. And what was so funny and stupid at the same time was we were all wearing school uniform, and none of us had facial hair. We're children, brother, driving a car. It was so funny. But I got up to some real mischief between those years, and but I don't regret it. I don't regret anything, because it made me who I am today. And everyone says that one line, but you know what, dude? The truth of the matter of fact is that I got all the nonsense out of the way at an early age. So now, at my age, everyone's like, "Oh, dude, how did you publish a book at 23?" And I'm like,
now it's game time.
You know what I mean? But to answer your question, I was 19. I was getting trained by a sales training company, and the trainer was up there, and he was training us, and he said one thing, and then it really struck with me. He said, I can land in any airport with my eyes closed and know where I am just from the sense, just from the smell. When he said that, I was like, that's me, dude. I was like, bang, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be a sales trainer. I'm gonna be traveling everywhere, and I'm gonna do exactly what he's doing. That was it.
So that sales training changed.
That session, yeah, I'll never forget it.
Okay. Nice meeting you today. Thank you for accepting my invite. So before we end this, I wanted to know, if we were to meet 1 year from now, what should you have achieved that means that you've been successful?
Well,
we are meeting in 1 year. Less than that, I would say.
Dante, I'm looking forward to it. Well, just so everyone is aware, if you guys do want to catch up with me, you can catch me at the Patrick Osman on Instagram, or you can email me directly, patrick@patrickosman.com. And also, if you need assistance, dude, I opened a new group on Facebook. You should join it.
Yeah, I will.
It's called the Closers Club.
Okay.
It's just for closers, only salespeople, and we've grown. I opened it like a couple of days ago, and we've got like 300 members already. So it's grown really fast, and I'm doing free sales training for everyone, helping all the entrepreneurs grow. So guys, join the Closers Club. If you want my online course, check out patrickosman.com.
So all the links will be posted.
Make sure, of course. But to answer his question, where am I going to be from 1 year today? I want to get another 2,000 students at least on the online sales training academy program, and I want to be able to assist at least 500,000 entrepreneurs in the next 1 year. So whether it's online, whether it's face to face, however I do it, that is going to be my goal. I want to make sure that I achieve it.
Okay.
So I need some serious views on YouTube. All right, you guys need to follow all my videos and making sure that you make it happen.
Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Absolute legend. Thanks, Ajmal.
Thank you.